Good morning, my lovely reader friends. Welcome back to my channel. So it is a beautiful day today in San Diego, and I had an idea for something a little bit different and really fun that we could do today. As you guys know, I'm still in the middle of like my big reading slump, so I'm trying to get myself out of that. Like, that's just such a bummer because I'm reading great books, but I feel like they're just not hitting right now because of where I'm at in my headspace. So normally when I'm in a reading slump, I really don't force myself to do any reading. If I don't feel like it, I just won't read. And when I feel motivated to read, I'll pick up a book and try again. I'm at that point where I just want to start challenging myself a little bit more, and hopefully I can like gain some momentum and make a comeback for this month. If I don't, I mean, that's okay. It is what it is. So after I gave myself some time, the first thing I did was reorganize my bookshelves and all my books. So I went through, organized everything, cleaned everything out, and that actually really did help make me feel just like a little decluttered, a little less scatterbrained, and like I know where everything is now. That did give me some motivation, but I feel like now I'm really kind of wanting to change up my reading environment. So the weather today is supposed to be sunny in like the mid 70s, so I really want to take advantage of this beautiful day and go read outside. So today we're gonna go to the beach. I'm really excited. So I'm excited to take you guys along with me today, do something a little bit different, get out of our comfort zone. Oh yeah, so I have this really cool shirt. I have the House of Wind library. If you know, you know. Just kidding. This is an ACOTAR shirt. So yeah, basically today we are getting ourselves out of the house. We're gonna go do some reading outside. It's gonna be a beautiful day and we'll see what happens. Okay, I am kind of ready. Before I head out, I want to show you guys the books I'm gonna be bringing with me. I think this is just the Kindle Paperwhite, but here is the back of it. So I have these little stickers. I love this little like storm cloud because obviously I love storms. Anyways, right now I'm reading Jade War, which is the second book in the Greenbone saga. So right now I'm about 46% of the way done with this book. So in case you're not familiar with this series, this is like an Asian-inspired high fantasy trilogy. And it basically follows this group of people who live on an island called Kekon. And within that island, there are some people who are born with these abilities. And those abilities are enhanced when they wear jade, like the stone jade. So it's really interesting because this island of Kekon is actually controlled by two main clans, or basically families. Those clans basically control the mining of the jade, and they have a lot of political influence. So it's a really big setting. It's a really big cast of characters that you have to follow. There was actually something that happened when I was reading yesterday. I actually really didn't like it. It really made me question like where the story was going. I don't know. I feel like something really big happened and it was kind of like casually brushed over. I'm curious if it is mentioned anymore. I really don't like what happened. I'm curious to see where it goes from there. So that is Jade War. And then the next book I'm going to be bringing with me is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. This is like a literary fiction, not a romance, but like friendship kind of book. The story of two friends named Sam and Sadie, and this is their kind of journey together as they decide to like write a video game together, and it's back and forth between timelines where in like the past Sam and Sadie are working on building their video game, and then in the present it's like what happened after the fact. It's really interesting. I feel like there's already been a lot of maybe controversial topics or just kind of like deeper emotional situations that have happened already, and it's addressed in ways that I haven't seen be done in a book yet, so it's very refreshing. This one I'm really excited to keep reading as well. And then I did want to also bring a new book to start as well, and this one's a little bit shorter, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's like a good time to pick up a book like this, and that is When Breath Becomes Air, and this is by Paul Kalanithi. So this is a memoir about I believe this is about a neurosurgeon. What kind of, yeah, okay, so this is about a neurosurgeon who ends up being diagnosed with end-stage cancer. So this is his story of basically what it's like from being a doctor to becoming a patient, and exploring the concept of being diagnosed with a terminal illness. It's really sad because going into this book was basically finished, I believe, by his wife. Finishes this book for him because he ended up passing away, unfortunately. I feel like there's really beautiful messages in this book, and I personally love to read books like this during the summer. I feel like reading a story like this is just very grounding and a good reminder of, you know, humanity, and just to kind of reflect on bigger things. So I'm very excited to read this book. These are the books that I will be bringing with me to the beach today. I also have this cute little like book cover. I have some sunscreen, I have snacks, I have water, I have all the things, and we will head out. Time to get grooving and moving. Why am I so anxious? Probably because I never leave the house. Awesome. I didn't leave anything on, right? Off we go. Back to the music, peeps. So we officially made it to the beach. It's a really nice drive out. It's like a little tiny bit overcast, but I am going to grab my stuff and head out to the sand and just get going. Okay, you guys. So I just got done reading on the beach. I was out there for about, I don't know, maybe like a little over an hour, maybe like an hour and 15 or so. Reading at the beach was so nice. Like, it was just a really nice way just to like focus for like an hour and just get some reading done. Thankfully I did find my AirPods. I did pack them with me, so I had my audiobooks going while I was using my Kindle and like my physical book. So it was really good. I really am enjoying the books that I'm reading. Jade War, there is just more intensity happening with that. It feels like you're watching almost like a John Wick movie where it's just like action stuff happening. Bah, bah, bah. Maybe it's reminding me of that because my husband is watching John Wick right now. So it's good. It's just a little bit intense. And then tomorrow is going well. I think there are just a little bit of moments where there's like some lulls in there, and that could just be from like my reading slump vibes. Overall, this was great. This was just a great way to start my day. I'm gonna go back home now. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna have some lunch at home. And so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna have some lunch at home and do some more reading, take care of some stuff, and I'll see you guys back there. Okay, bye. Hi, cutie. Hi, cutie. Are you hungry? Oh. All right, friends, so we are back at home now. I'm like super hungry, so I'm gonna make myself some lunch right now, and then I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. We got book mail. This came in from Blackwells. This is usually where I get the books that I prefer the UK covers from. So I thought we could go ahead and do a little unboxing, and I could show you guys what I got. Okay, I'm gonna put this down and cut this so I'm not being stupid. So, 2 more. Should have accounted for that. Yay, okay. We got some fun stuff, you guys. So the first book I picked up is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. So I do already have, I think it's like the Barnes & Noble special edition of this book, but I really wanted the UK cover because it just looks so pretty. It has little mushrooms on it and some berries, and just so stinking pretty and cute. I also have the UK version of the second book. It's Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, I believe. Okay, and then the next book I grabbed is The Children of Dune. So this is the third book in the Dune trilogy. I haven't read any of the other books in the series yet, but obviously with how popular the movie's been lately, and the fact that I love sci-fi books as well as fantasy stuff, so I really wanted to read it. I feel like it's going to be a book that I really love, and now that I kind of understand a little bit of the background too. So I did want the cover that matches the other two, so let me go grab those and I'll show you guys. Okay, so I have the books. This is what the trilogy looks like. So we have Dune, and then we have Dune Messiah, and then we have the Children of Dune. And then while I was at it, I went ahead and grabbed the UK copy that I have of Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. So here's my problem though, you guys see this? When I bought this one, I thought I would be getting this size, so we're ignoring it. It's fine, you guys. They're both still really beautiful, and I'm just really happy to have these covers as part of my collection. So this next book I grabbed, I thought would be a really good read for summer, and that is Remarkably Bright Creatures, and this is by Shelby Van Pelt. And I believe this is narrated from the perspective of an octopus. It kind of seems like we're reading about humans and humanity from the perspective of this octopus. So I've heard really, really great things about this, and I just thought it was a good book to pick up. All right, you guys, and then the last two books that I grabbed, I'm actually so stinking excited for. So that is book one of the Stormlight Archive, which is The Way of Kings. So we have The Way of Kings Part 1 and then The Way of Kings Part 2, and this is written by Brandon Sanderson. So together these make up book one. So unfortunately I won't be getting to this series for a little bit because I still really want to get to the Mistborn series first. But yeah, so I'm really excited to eventually get to the Stormlight Archive and kind of start on my Brandon Sanderson journey. So all right, so here was our little book haul. Super excited to have these as part of my collection. I'm gonna go put them on my shelves and I'll get back to the rest of the vlog. Hey guys, so it is about 3:20 right now. I actually went ahead and took a shower and just kind of like relaxed after going to the beach. So while I was just kind of doing some stuff around the house and then took a shower, I was listening to the audiobook for Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. It's definitely going good so far. It's different than what I thought it would be. Really, it is just a story about the friendship between Sam and Sadie and how making a video game together and fame and popularity and just like different motivations kind of led them to where they are. So it's going good so far. I really like it. I still haven't picked up what is it called? When Breath Becomes Air. So I haven't picked that book up yet. I still plan on getting on like at least starting some of that today, and then also just kind of chipping away at Jade War. But yeah, so it's 3 o'clock right now, or 3:20ish right now, and I'm just gonna be doing some more things around the house, and then I'll just kind of sit on the couch and do a little bit more reading. It's just gonna be a pretty casual day today. So I have a couple of things I'm still gonna be doing, but then I will jump on and check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it's been quite a few hours since I last checked in. So my husband came home from work. We had some dinner. I've been reading for the last couple hours. I think for right now, I just kind of want to keep focusing on reading and just see how far I can get. I think what I'll do is tomorrow morning I'll come back and then I'll just kind of like update you. What I'm hoping will happen is by tomorrow I'll have at least one of these books done. So let me see. So for right now, for Jade War, I am at, oh, I don't know if you can see, 63%. Then with Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, I'm currently on page 136. I definitely don't think I'll finish that book tonight, but I'll at least get like another couple chapters in, or at least one more chapter in. And then I did start reading When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi, and I got about 25 pages in, so I think that's about like 12% of the way through. This book is really, really powerful so far, and I know this is definitely gonna like rip my heart out. Okay, so if I don't see you guys again tonight, then I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will catch up and do a final wrap up and everything. All right, so I will see you guys then. Hi friends, good morning. So yesterday I decided to take you guys along with me, just get out of the usual reading environment that I'm in and just go outside and see if that would help with my reading slump. Obviously big time, yeah, that was really great. So getting outside by myself for like an hour and just focusing on reading and being outside, enjoying the sunshine was so nice. So after yesterday, I absolutely feel a lot more motivated to get back into reading. So obviously the purpose of this like reading vlog, it really wasn't to see how many books I could get through or trying to like rush myself. This was really just to experiment, getting outside my comfort zone and taking you guys along with me. I feel like it was really successful and I feel so good about it. So like I was saying, I really didn't get too far in the books that I read, but I did make some progress. So let's go over what I read and just like my thoughts on these books. So starting with Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, I'm currently almost halfway through the book. It's a little bit different than what I thought it would be. So far, we're still following the story of Sadie and Sam and just kind of watching as they go through ups and downs throughout their friendship after they made this video game together. There are moments where you feel like they should say something, but they don't. And so you watch those kind of issues carry out. So because we are switching back and forth between a couple of timelines, it can feel a little random. I feel like the time jumps. So having the audiobook for me with this one has been really helpful because I feel like I don't notice that a time jump happened until I'm like already in it and I'm like, wait, oh, okay, we're in a different time. Okay, I need to go back and reread that. I feel like that has taken me out of the story a little bit. It could honestly still be because of the reading slump that I'm in, but I just don't really feel like super impressed or anything, but I'm enjoying it so far. All right, and then the next book I want to talk to you guys about is When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. So I am about 40 pages into this book. I did start this one yesterday, and this is gonna wreck me for sure. Again, this is a memoir. I won't end up rating this book at the end because it's someone's like firsthand experience, so I don't feel good about rating that. But honestly, it's been really beautiful so far, and I've just been really enjoying this book. Yeah, I really like this one. All right, you guys, now let's talk about Jade War. So I did actually finish this book. I finished it this morning, and this is a beast. Guys, this was so disappointing. I hate saying that, but this is not what I thought it was gonna be. I feel like the first book in this series, which is Jade City, I honestly liked that book better because I feel like it just was more focused on the characters that we're following, and it's more focused on like the war between the two clans, whereas this book really, really focuses on like an international war between like 4 nations, and I just didn't really care about what was happening. I really cared about the characters and I really wanted to see a little bit more from them, but I feel like it was for every like 1 page of action, you get like 50 pages of like political info dumping. It was really hard for me to stay motivated and like engaged in this story because there's just so much of that. Don't get me wrong, the political intrigue and like the scheming and plotting that happens, it's very well thought out. It's just the direction it kind of went in is so much more heavily leaning on the political aspect that I felt disconnected from the characters. I don't know why, but even in Jade City, I felt like something about the writing style makes me feel removed from the characters. I don't feel like I'm immersed in the world with the characters. I feel like I'm just being told about it and not really experiencing the emotional side as heavily as other books have made me feel. And then also there was, I kind of mentioned this yesterday, but like the one character who I feel like is just awesome and I'm really like rooting for, he does something in this book that I was like, what? I really can't say what happens without a big spoiler. I did not feel good about what happened, and I feel like it just was like casually brushed over, and like there was an excuse made up for like why it was done, but it was really weak. I just can't feel good about it. Yeah, so long story short, you guys, I think I'm gonna give this like a 3.75. I'll sit on it a little longer and let you guys know in the monthly wrap up what I like landed on for a rating with this, but I don't think it's gonna be 4 stars. I don't know, I'll think about it. We are just still on the hunt for a good 5-star read. I'm just looking for like a 5-star book to just bring me back to life a little bit. So that was pretty much it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more like it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys like this kind of vlog style or if you want to see something different. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.